The views and opinions expressed in the following program are those of the hosts, guest and producers. They do
We
not
would like to
necessarily
thank the
reflect the
following
policies
members
and
in our
position of this
YouTube
channel.
channel.
Viewer discretion is advised.
We would like to thank the following members in our YouTube channel.
Welcome again to this beautiful episode because we have beautiful guests in store for you. Not just one, but four beautiful women from all over the world. And so we're so excited about this episode because, again, we're going to travel to different places. We're going to Malaysia, Africa, and Zambia. Am I right?
Yes.
Yes. Great.
Am I right, Bench?
Welcome back to Ganap TV, the digital tandem with John and Bench. And Happy New Year, everyone. I hope you are having a good one. And of course, we are so excited today because we are going to, according to John, we are going to Malaysia, Africa, and the other one is, yeah, the other one is also part of Africa. Yeah, so let's yeah, so let's get to know more about them. And John, this will be the second batch of the candidates for Mrs. World Peace 2021. And of course, we would like to welcome the founder and the owner of Mrs. World Peace 2021, Mrs. Justina.
Okay, for Mrs. World Peace, at the moment, we have about 25 countries. So we are expecting about 40 countries in total. So
How
now
many?
we are carrying
40.
40 countries.
Wow.
40,
We try to
wow.
get 40 countries in total. Hopefully, because of this pandemic, so we're trying very hard to gather all the countries, ladies in one time. So we're trying very hard. I think we already spread a very good, news, and also I think Mrs. Africa's and the rest of the lady has been helping me to share around, and we hope that we can get more than 50 countries.
Wow.
Wow.
So we're excited to meet all the candidates of
Yeah.
Miss
And
World.
I think for the rest of the country like USA and the rest, we got to change our lead time bench. We got to change the lead times. Yeah, because of
Yeah.
the time. Yeah.
Welcome on the show.
Yeah. Hi, Miss
Hi.
Malaysia.
Hi.
Greet our viewers. Ganap.
Yeah, hello everyone. Happy New Year to all of you. Glad to see all of you here today.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Miss Africa.
Okay.
Mrs.
How do I-
Africa.
South Africa.
Hi,
You come to South
everyone. A happy new year to you all. I'm glad that you're still safe under this pandemic, and I wish you all the best.
Hey, can you hear me?
Wow. Yes.
Yeah.
Can hear
In
you.
Zambia. You greet our
Zambia.
viewers. Persevia. So while we're waiting for her to talk,
Yeah.
because she's on the road and she came from work.
Mhm.
So that's how our Ganap guests also traveling from different places, just like me,
Yeah.
Bench.
Yeah. And yeah,
Okay.
before that, I think it's time for Mrs. Malaysia to introduce herself. Can you tell us about you, what you are doing, why you joined in this pageant, etc. So the floor is yours.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So yeah, my name is Sangeeta. I'm from Malaysia. So as you all know, Malaysia, we have three main races, Malay, Chinese, and Indian. So I'm Indian in Malaysia. So I'm a freelance model, but by profession, I'm an internal auditor. So I was working in Kuala Lumpur for all these years. 2020 has been a little lucky for me because I finally got a job back in my hometown, which is in Ipoh. So right now I'm trying to settle down with a new job in Ipoh and managing my kids. I have two kids here. A girl who is going to be 7 years old and a boy who is 3 years old. Yeah, so that is all about me. Yeah, so perhaps along the way as we chat, I will share more.
That's
Thank
great. That's
you.
really great. Thank
Yeah.
you, Mrs. Malaysia. Sangita, how about Mrs. Africa?
Hi. Do I get to see myself on the big screen, or you
Yeah.
see me?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Hi everyone. I am Ongeziwe Jagavula. The surname that is there, it's my median surname. I'm from South Africa, representing Africa as a whole, and I'm from the Eastern Cape. I'm Xhosa, meaning Ngunu languages, one of the Ngunu languages. And I'm very humbled to be on this platform and to represent Africa as a whole. And to think that people have this perception that Mrs. If you're married or if you are like above 30 years, you can't enter pageants. But I believe that it is where you start to do the real work, the hard work, and you can really impact even the older people, even those who have kids. There's a lot that we can do as Mrs. But the platform is what we need. And therefore, that is why I entered, and also to represent Africa and to bring about change, to bring peace in the world, not just in Africa. Thank you so much.
Wow. I love it. Yeah. So here we go. So this is my first question for you guys. Like, what made you decide to join in this pageant? Let's start with Mrs. Malaysia.
Yeah, okay. So Mrs. World Peace, the title itself, it gives me a very good motivation because it's a very wonderful title. Peace. Peace is what we need. In individual, in a family, in a career, in a country, in the world. So when there is peace, there's always success, happiness, wealth, health, and everything. So the title first attracts me, of course. And why pageantry? Because I believe pageantry platforms always have a very good influence. I mean, when you are into pageantry, you are always able to influence the people around you because people always look up into celebrities, into title holders, into somebody. You need to be somebody in order to make everyone else feel somebody. So this platform definitely will make me feel somebody. So when I am somebody in this platform, I would like to influence all the women out there, especially to come out from their comfort zone, to come out and shine, to be all rounder, to keep influencing the next generation and everyone around us, to bring some motivation into everyone's life. So I have a few ideas in mind, like what would I want to do if I able to achieve in this pageant. Of course, not only as a title winner, but getting into this platform itself already opening me into a lot of opportunities and ideas to serve the society. So I'm really looking forward to play my part into the society.
Wow. It's like a grand finals already.
Very well said.
Very well said.
Okay, let's ask question to Miss Africa. The same question. Why did you join
Decide.
this
Yeah.
competition?
Mhm.
Hi, and thank you for the question. For starters, I believe that joining a pageant or taking a step towards entering into a pageant, it is you stepping forward saying that you're availing yourself as an ambassador. Therefore, you're not only going to be the ambassador for the people that are around you, but in this case, for the world, in order to bring peace. So the topic is all about peace. How do I bring peace as myself, as Ongeziwe? How do I start with peace? And because of the name of the pageant itself was a more motivation to me to enter the pageant, because I was thinking there's a lot happening in the world. we have racism, we have gender-based violence, we have so much that is going wrong, corruption and everything. But how does that all, how do we combat that and bring about peace? And I do believe that starting with love for oneself and then loving the next person and allowing them to be vulnerable around you, then you are able to bring peace and you are therefore able to bring love to them as well. And that can be spread into the whole world and we have peace. So that is why I have joined the pageant. Peace.
Very well said.
Oh my God.
Okay, so my next question, can I throw the next question, Bench?
Of course.
Okay, so my next question is, why did you join the pageant on this time? Like, you're already married. How come that you didn't join during your single time?
Who are you starting with?
Yeah. How about Miss Africa?
Okay. Okay, for me, it has always been a journey from childhood. I've been doing pageants since a long time ago. So I did not only start when I'm a Mrs., but I think I took it more seriously in my old years where I became a Mrs. So I only I've never done Mrs. This is like my third Mrs. pageant.
Oh.
The older pageants that I've done were all Miss. So it's
Okay.
not for me to be in the industry of modeling and pageants, but as a Mrs., I must tell you it's very difficult, but we are the masterminds. At the end of the day, we are the women, we are the mothers. So it's up to us, the pageant moms. Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So how
Thank you.
about Miss Malaysia, Mrs. Malaysia?
Yeah, for me, I had interest in modeling and pageantry since very young age. At that point, I didn't know what is this platform for and all what I can see are all the pretty women on stage, being full of confidence, and that is what I wanted to be. But being in an Indian family, we are usually very, very sensitive about pageantry and all at that time, especially my family. They are being very education oriented, so my parents were strictly against that. So once I got married, yeah, I spoke to my husband about my dreams of doing this, and yeah, he gave me the full freedom to venture into this field. But I'm glad that I'm venturing into pageantry when I'm a missus, because I have more maturity right now, and I know the true meaning of pageants and what is the platform used for. So with this current maturity and mindset, I think being a title winner or being into a pageant itself, you are already somebody who can do a lot of things to the society. So especially Lumia International, the organizer, they've been always doing a lot of charities and activities out there to serve the community, and I'm so glad to be part of it. Yeah, so yeah, and for misses, this is actually my fourth pageant, and as a miss, I have never been into any pageantry. Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. I think this batch has really potential to have the crowd. They really
Yeah,
speak for themselves and they
I
really
think
know what they're
so. Yeah.
going through, right?
Yeah. They really
Yeah.
speak from the
So
heart. And
yeah.
yeah. So here's my next question. If there's one thing that you would like to sacrifice just for this pageant, what it is and why?
I don't really believe in sacrifices, because I think life is not meant to be sacrificed all the time. It's more on compromising. So I think in life we need to compromise to achieve a lot of things rather than sacrificing. And being into this pageant, I don't see anything that I could sacrifice, but I would rather compromise a lot of things to get it done. So yeah.
Wow. I love
Okay,
her
how about
answer.
Mrs.
Yes.
Africa?
Hi, and thank you for the question. I think that, as Sanjita have said already, it's not really about compromise, but it's not about leaving one thing and doing the other. But I would say that from dating back from olden days, I have always put the needs of the others first. It's weird that I would use my last rent to buy bread for someone else and go home and sleep on a tinned fish and something, so maybe some pub or whatever. So for me, it has always been about the next person because I know that at least I have something. So what is it that I would sacrifice for this pageant? I would believe that from the bottom of my heart, it is my time, dedication, and also the commitment towards this initiative, because this is not just a competition, a pageant, it is an initiative towards a goal. So I believe that I would sacrifice my time to make sure that the goal is reached. And being a strategic, analytic person for qualifications, I also believe that strategizing and coming up with good ideas and also making sure that those ideas do come to life. That is what I would sacrifice. Thank you.
Wow.
Oh,
Thank you so much.
I think we have a good fight here.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's
If
ask Miss.
if John, if we are the judges, for sure we're having a hard
Yeah,
time selecting the best
yeah.
one.
For these two, we really have a hard time because they really speak so well. They're so eloquent with their
Yes.
ideas. And now I want to ask Miss Justina regarding with the competition. So, what are the preparations for the 2021? Since we're
21.
not yet really on the process of going back to the normal because this is the new norm.
Normal.
So,
Okay, so
is there?
for this, okay, let me silent. Okay,
Yeah,
because for
the competition. Are you going to
okay,
go to the face-to-face live pageant, or you're going to go into digital?
yeah, we're going to because this is an online virtual pageant for Mrs. World Peace, you see.
Okay.
So it will be composed of about at the moment it's about 25 countries. So we left about another 25 or another 15 to go to 40 country, and everything will be on virtual. You see, so for the national costumes, the lady will have to take the video and the photos at their own country and send it to us. You know, but the thing is that right now we face some issue. We say face some challenge, but I think we were going to tackle it. You see, especially right now in Malaysia, they are having a lockdown, a second lockdown. So am I right,
Oh,
Sakina? You're having a second
Yeah, you're
lockdown.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and now you have to, and now and it will be after 2 weeks. Then they are able to go out for their video shoot and photo shoots. So now the issue is like that because of the pandemic. And for the London, especially the European country, now they are winter time. So they're also facing another lockdown. So, well, my challenge is that when I'm doing an international pageants, the challenge is that, having all the country coming to Singapore is already a challenge. So right now, the next challenge is having them in their country doing their video shoot and photo shoots. Is it because of the lockdown? But to me, everything's come with a reason. So there's nothing to worry because this is world peace, and it gives me a lot of courage to just go through from one challenge to another challenge. Like this 2 hours ago, I'm talking to Sajita. I asked her to go and do more charity work, especially, I think for the last 2 days, we have managed to raise, I think Bench was my FP friend, managed to raise about 500 meals to Indonesia.
Yeah.
I'm not in the country, but I still can, help out, some of our neighbor country, especially Indonesia. Batam has been always very hostings for my Miss Tourism Worldwide. So right now, I'm helping the national directors for giving the orphanage 500 meals. So the national directors have to go and cook because he just opened up he just lost his job and opened up a eatery shop, and he will be doing the 500 meals for a child.
Yeah.
And right now in Malaysia, because of the flood, Johor Bahru, Malaysia Johor is having a suffering a bad flood. 12,000 of affecting families. So we are now helping the Malaysia's crisis community. I don't know, MRC, to raise cooking stools, raise blankets.
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah.
So we already yesterday was like I think yesterday we started in the afternoon. So my first target was 100, and the Malaysia was managed to raise about 64, and I was very, very angry. I think Sajida know about this thing. I was very, very angry because of the very unspontaneous. So I make, the group work it out, and now we managed within how many hours? Sajida, I think about 7 hours, 8 hours. Yeah. The whole group managed to total up 200 stools. So it's from the 64, nothing is impossible, to a 200. And I make my Malaysia team go and work it out instead of getting my Singapore team to work it out. And they did it. Yeah. So from this pandemic, especially as a woman, as a mothers, as a daughters, or as a daughter-in-law, we have different plates to take care, but it makes us more stronger, to fulfill every plate that we have to be fulfilled. I'm a mother of 4, so I know, as a mothers, we have to take care of the 4 kids, but it doesn't stop us from the dreams. I'm a working mother, I stay at home, but I have 6 international pageants, and it's going very well. I mean, I think some of you have been my happy friends. We have doing very well, and now we're facing this pandemic. So, it doesn't stop me from doing international. We go, and draw ourselves in the international. Yeah, we make it. Yeah. We're going to make it a good one and going to help more people, You don't need to be a billionaire. You don't need to be very rich. Do charity works. You must have a compassionate heart. Yep.
Exactly.
Thank you so much for giving that views about the pageant. Okay.
Yeah, this is why Miss Justina is one of the nominees for one of the best pageant organizers in our upcoming digital TV awards. Yeah.
Award.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's why we're so happy to be part of the campaign and press,
media partners.
Media partners of Miss World Peace. So now, this is really good for us right now. It gives us the innovations, the creativity, how we're gonna transpire with the competition that despite of the pandemic, diba, Bench? So I think my question for the 2 misses is like, how do you prepare for this competition? Especially the challenge now is you really have to do the photo shoot on your own, the video shoot of your own. So how's your preparation for this? Mrs. Africa.
Thank you for giving me the platform. So for myself, when I started thinking and strategizing on how am I gonna do this, because this is gonna be my first virtual pageant, I was thinking, okay, how do I put my camera there and do my ramp walk and go sideways? And then I was like, okay, I need a videographer, someone who is gonna take the whole shot. And
Yes.
then I thought again, okay, I need to do photo shoots. I need my hair and makeup done. I'm preparing everything step by step. I have a notebook where I write everything. You need this, you need a costume, you need this, you need to do this by this time. And I think that the pandemic, also here in South Africa, we are facing a second wave of COVID. So it's very hard. The beaches are closed, and there is a curfew from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
So we are supposed to be indoors during those times. After that, you can go to jail. So I was
Oh.
thinking, oh, okay, how do I do this? And the nice places where you can do a shoot, like a park or the beach or somewhere, they are closed. We don't have access to those places. But then I was like, you can always make something from your own yard. You can always make something. Be creative, come up with ideas. Do not say that, okay, now I'm facing this challenge, then I'm not gonna move forward. But find a way forward. We are supposed to be the leaders. We are supposed to be the ones who find an initiative and not call on the Lumiere directors and say, I cannot make a video because of ABCD.
Exactly.
No,
Yeah.
the
You
only
can
thing that I the only thing that I should coming back to them with is I have done this as an improvisation based on the fact that I cannot do ABCD because of COVID. But to come with excuses and say I don't have anything, it's not working for me. So I do strategize, and I have been so far. I'm coming along very well. Struggling with my costume because I've got so many ideas, but then I hope I make it in time and I have the best costume that I want. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm supposed to say that you just need to be creative, just like taking videos at home. Well, you can do that.
Yes.
All you have to do is just, you just need a tight shot, a wide shot, as long as you have to showcase what you are wearing, because it's a national costume. So you don't need to showcase the whole background and
Yeah.
everything. So yeah, you just need to be creative.
Yeah, okay. To be honest, I was initially quite well prepared. This is my first virtual pageant, but I was pretty excited. And I have made all the arrangement in Kuala Lumpur to go over next week to do all the photo shoots and video shoots. I've made arrangements with my friends, the location and all. Unfortunately, our government has announced last night that it's another lockdown for us, and interstate travels are not allowed, and we have curfew hours, and no, we are not allowed to be outdoors and all. So my costumes are all stuck in KL. So I need to make all the arrangements all over again. And this pandemic, it's all started off with fear and anxiety, but it has now become part of our life. So at first we were all anxious due to the uncertainty that lay ahead of us, but due course we all managed to accept the fact of this. So I guess that is all about life. It's not about how many rocks you hit to reach your destination, but it's more about how you make your way through them. So I guess 2020 was a very classic example of this lesson for me. And yeah, it has made all of us creative. It has made all of us to think out of norm, to make all of us to expect the unexpected things. So yeah, with all this lesson learned from last year, I think I will face all the challenges very perfectly. So yeah, I will figure out it all over again on how to get the videos and things done in this lockdown period. Yeah.
Okay.
Very nice.
Yeah, very nice.
So, Bench, I was really, listening to their, opinion. Like Mrs. Africa, she said a while ago, like, you as a Mrs., as a candidate, we should not, stay back, but we should move forward, and, and have this initiative, to move forward, because otherwise we'll just be stuck to our
What?
places.
Yeah.
So there's no way for us to to get lazy, to get depressed or anxious, but really have to move forward. And like with Miss Malaysia, it's pandemic taught us really a lot to learn for this. So this is a part of our life, so we just have to embrace it and learn to move forward as well. So with regards with this, Mrs. Malaysia, Mrs. Africa, another questions that I want to share ask from you. So being in the pageant, Mrs., what is the advantage of being a Mrs. to a single when joining a single pageant, like Miss, or now you
Mrs.
join the Mrs. What do you think is your advantage between the Miss and the Mrs.? Mrs. Malaysia, it's your
So
turn.
let's start with
So
Mrs. Malaysia.
being yeah, being a Mrs. itself is a very glamorous, very wonderful title that a woman carries, because being a single person, I mean, like being a miss, joining a pageant, I mean, your physical maintain, your time and everything, definitely you can give it fully, because you don't have much other commitments. But being a missus, and especially being mothers for kids, we still have to maintain our look, our appearance, in our busy time handling kids, handling kitchen stuff, especially with this pandemic, being at home, handling so many things at a go. We still have to maintain our appearance. A very typical example, like right now, it's night in Malaysia, so yeah, just like settle my work from home. I just, after handling my kids, giving them dinner and all, and yeah, I'm sitting here now all prepared for the interview. So being a missus, you have to be really 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 all-rounder. You have to be all-rounder. You have to, like, you have no excuse. I'm having this, I'm having that. So I think that's the biggest advantage of being a missus in pageantry compared to a miss.
How about you, Mrs.
Great.
Africa?
Well, for me, I think, firstly, thank you for the question again. I think that with the experience in the misses and both the miss, I think it's advantageous for me so much, because I know what is expected from the Miss pageant and the Mrs. pageants. And I think the other thing that makes it more advantageous for me is that as a Mrs., I do not only think about, the outer appearance. I don't think about, another sash on the shoulder and a crown on my head, but it's more about what do I do with that? Because for me to get to this point, it's an achievement on its own. Whether I win or not, that's another complete different question and different time frame for myself. So my mind is in this now, Africa, representing Africa as a missus. So it's a chance for me to show women out there who are married, especially because there's the stigma that if you are married, you cannot do pageants. If you are married, you are not supposed to, like, for myself, at my church, they would normally say, pageants, no, why? And then I'll be like, pageants are pageants. And it's a very good way of training yourself, self-discipline, and knowing your worth, being confident enough, and also the ability to be someone outside yourself, be someone for the next person. So it is an advantage for me to do a Mrs. Competition, because then it gives me the opportunity to teach others and also to be able to join and to do pageants. Not only do the pageant, but also be an ambassador, and not stop just because you did not win or you did not, whatever the case, but be someone that the people out there look out at. We don't need to be celebrities to make a change in the world. But even as a missus, even if you have never won a competition before, but if you're saying I'm a model, you are an ambassador, you are a celebrity on your own. So you need to start making change. So that is an advantage for me as a missus.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And to add
And
that,
I thank you.
I thank you. And to
And
add
I
that, I
thank you.
think, I think you have already your support system, just like you have your kids, you have your husband. So that's additional, being a missus.
You have your family, yeah,
Yeah.
support you, yeah. And their advantage of being Macy's is because they're more experienced,
Yeah.
right? They're more experienced. They know everything already in life, unlike the single
Mhm.
ones. They just, going through on the process. While them, they already know everything.
Yeah.
They have lots of experience in terms of
Experiences in life.
relationship, instead of work, and yeah, I think that's the advantage of
Yeah.
being a Mrs. Much for everything. Thank you for joining us tonight. And I know, and we're wishing you all the best on this competition. And I hope that this will give us a challenge to face a new norms in the competition,
In the
like
pageant
virtual,
industry.
right?
Yeah. So thank you so much, Mrs. Malaysia and Mrs. Africa. I'm having a hard time pronouncing their names, actually. So, yeah,
So
so
let's get their message to
message,
our
yeah.
viewers.
So let's start with Sanjita. Okay.
Yeah, first of all, I would like to thank all the viewers for watching us today and listening to our topic of discussion. And this lockdown has shown us the flip side of life. So let's go through this together. And this will be our first virtual pageant during this pandemic. So support this pageant, support us, support all of us, all the misses, because we are trying to bring peace to everyone's life. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Suwe.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Thank you. Okay. For me, I would say a message to the viewers is that be yourself, and also know that you too can be wherever you want to be. Your past does not determine your future. And for us to bring peace, we need to have love and we need to be united. Therefore, to the viewers of Ganap TV, I would say that thank you for supporting us. Thank you for allowing us into your space. And by giving us the opportunity to truly dig deep in our hearts and come up with the best and honest answers that we can for these questions that we were given, because we didn't know them. But I feel like if you are given a question on the spot, that's where you become your true self. Therefore, thank you for the opportunity, and continue. Let's take Ganap to the next level. Thank you so much.
Thank you
Very
so
good.
much.
I think we have to
Yeah.
hear your advocacies. Like,
Advocacy, yeah.
yes. So before we end, we want to hear your advocacy so that the people, our
Advocacy.
viewers, would know what really, doing for charity,
Yeah. As part of this pageant.
Okay.
Yeah, so let's start with you, Siwe.
Oh, okay. Um, I am an advocate for mental health, education, mental health mainly because I have suffered from it, education because I've struggled with getting myself educated, and I have also been at a point where I didn't believe that I would make it, but here I am now, so many qualifications in my back, and I am saying it is possible. That's why I always say that your past does not determine your future. Look where I am now, and if you were to know my past, you wouldn't think that I would be here. And also, I'm an advocate for being a big sister. So it's my initiative where I'm a big sister to little ones, be it boys and girls. So I was doing a cosmetic drive, just ended recently, where I give out 20 packs of 5 individual things in each pack to 20 kids twice a month. So that makes 40. And then at the moment, though, I'm busy with covering topics on my social media because we can't go out. So I just talk about different things and get people from different points in life. The last one I had was a model who won a national pageant. And then before that, it was my husband for mental health because he is a mental health doctor. And then now I'm having someone for gender-based violence and who was molested. So I'm hosting those people, and people get to watch and ask questions, and then we get to respond back. So that is what I'm currently doing at the moment because I can't go out and reach out to people and do soup kitchens and give out the gifts and stuff because of the restrictions. But I would really love to believe that what I'm doing currently with my social media and reaching out to a lot of different people, it is bringing a change, and in other people's lives, it is also impacting them in a positive way. Thank you so much.
Okay, Mrs. Sanjita,
Yeah,
what is
okay.
your advocacy?
Yeah, okay. So I will just put a few of my major initiatives to the society. So first of all, I did a pageant on my own. That was my very first pageant for the wheelchair women's on wheelchair. So it is a charity event. So it's a first ever wheelchair pageant in Malaysia as well. So it is mainly to boost up the confidence of those ladies on wheelchair, and I invited all those companies that could give out jobs to them. So at the end of the pageantry, many of the finalists, many of the winners got selected to few jobs. They one of them are I mean, she's a dancer, wheelchair dancer now. So yeah, I have helped a few of them in achieving their dreams and coming out from that self-inferiority complex. Next, I did pageantry for the Indian community. So I did some modeling classes and coachings for them. So the proceed from that, I contributed to the Cancer Society in Perak, which is the place I'm staying right now. And yeah, my next project in pipeline is I'm trying to come up with a environment-friendly sanitary pads because I believe that condoms are something that need to be sold, but not sanitary pads, because there's a lot of women out there who struggling to get these sanitary pads. So I'm trying to invent something with environment-friendly and make it available to all the women out there. Yeah. Thank you.
That is really amazing. Yeah.
Thank you so much. We had a wonderful chat with you, ladies. Of
Yeah.
course, we're so happy we've heard your voice here in Ganap TV.
Thank you so much. I love it. So, okay.
Okay, thank you
Thank
so
you.
much
Thank
for
you.
coming on.
Bye-bye.
See you all soon.
Goodbye.
Thank you.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Tonight.